Hey, what's up? It's me, Cher. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. I can't wait to answer them. And a special thank you to Romeo. Mwah. Right, I'll start now. Okay, Daniel from Rosal Park. Will you go on a Sorry I'm Late US tour? I don't know. I suppose I can't predict the future. I would like to. And hopefully I would see you there. So yeah. Okay. Marlena from Brooklyn. How did you come up with the idea for the album artwork cover? I think throughout the day on the photo shoot, we were just coming up with different ideas other than to just stand there with just one pose. We wanted to try different things, like different texture backgrounds and stuff like that. And it was just one of my ideas I thought would be really cheeky and fun for me to just jump in the bath and smoke a cigarette and get on the phone. Because it's very much what I do. Okay. Reggie from Philadelphia asked me, where did you get your inspiration for your new album, Sorry I'm Late? I think I had different inspiration for every song on the album separately. And my vision was to create something that was a lot different from the last album, of course, and something that fit me right now as a person. I think you can change a lot within a couple of years, and that's what happened to me, so I had to evolve with it. The music had to evolve with me. And that was basically, a big chunk of the inspiration that I had to create something that fit me. Marco from Hong Kong asked me, what do you think is the most physically attractive thing about your husband? Well, Marco, that's something that I would like to keep very private. But there are many things that I find attractive. But I won't share them. But I get them all to myself. Nicole from Roseville asked me, what was it like recording your album Sorry I'm Late? Has your perspective changed from your last album to your current one? Yes. Many things have changed. Of course, I've grown up as a person and as an artist. And as I said in the question before, I wanted to evolve with it. But I feel like the recording process was a lot more easier this time. Because the first time round I was completely oblivious to everything. I didn't know how to use the equipment, I didn't know where to stand behind the mic. I was a newbie to it. So going in second time I was a lot more confident, and I think that really shows on the record. Okay, Morgan from Detroit asked me, how are Sharon and Buddy? Are they in the US or UK while you're on tour? Sharon and Buddy are doing really good, driving my mum crazy. They've definitely got the run of the house. They're currently in the UK with my parents, and I miss them very, very much. I feel like I haven't seen them in forever. So it's going to be good for me to go back to the UK and see my little dogs again. Karen from Denver asked me, what's your favourite memory of being on tour with Demi and Fifth Harmony? My favourite memory was definitely stepping up on the stage on the first night that I was there. Just because as I stepped out, it felt like everything sort of slotted into place for me. And it felt so right for me to be there. And I think that's a very strong thing, when you can get that instant feeling of just happiness and knowing that you finally got somewhere that you've been working so hard to get to. So for me that was a massive achievement, and that's definitely my best memory. And of course the silly little things that we did on tour as well. Getting on stage in my onesie. I think one day I'll look back on that and think, what an idiot. But it was so much fun at the time, and I think Demi was a little bit shocked and it made her giggle. So it was fun. I can't say that person's name. I'm not even going to attempt to. And the question is asking me about clothing for men. And I don't think I have great expertise in answering that question. So I'm going to miss that one up. Kathleen from Los Angeles asked me, do you keep the gifts fans give to you? What's your favourite gift you have received? It's really difficult to keep big things. So most of the time, if it's massive things, we like to give them to a charity. And then when it's letters and stuff, I keep those, and I've got a memory box that I put all of my stuff in. And one day I can get it out and redo them all again, and it's just something that I can look back on and be really happy about. So yeah. Lewis from the UK has asked me, what's the best piece of advice you've been given so far in your career? Well, I would say the best bit of advice was given to me by Simon Cowell, who thinks I'm trouble. And he said to me to do what I want to do. And it's such a simple thing to say, but it means so much in so many other different ways, to do what I want to do. And I took that on board as being, you know, something to say, if you feel strongly about something, make sure you push for it. And I've always done that till this very day, and I'll continue to do that for the rest of my career. So that's the best advice that anyone's given me. Okay. Mary Ann from the Philippines asked me, if you are not in the industry and you are currently studying, what major would you pick? I'm quite interested in midwifery. I like that. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think that would be so interesting. If anything, to learn more about it, because I think being a woman makes me feel really good that our bodies can do certain things, incredible things, and I'd probably want to learn a little more about that. Okay. Anna from Seattle asked me, who is my biggest inspiration? Well, I would have to say it was my mum and dad, because growing up with them and the advice that they gave me and the guidance and everything that they taught me, it's inspiring. I think, you know, many people can kind of, you know, as a kid, listen to their mum and dad kind of, but not really soak in exactly what they're trying to say. And I tried really hard to listen and always be trusting in them. And I think, you know, I've learned so much from them that, you know, it's built the person I am today. And I think the stuff that parents go through with their children, oh, I've got to take your hat off to them. I know my parents had it rough with me and my brother, and my two other sisters too. And they're still getting a bit of slack for it now. So they definitely are my inspirations. Karina from Chatsworth asked me, if I was an animal, what would I be? It depends what way you look at it. It depends what way you would like to use the ability of the animal. And if I wanted to be a bitch, I'd be a bee. Because you can sting. But the one that pops to my head has always been tiger. Because I would like to think that I have a bit of strength. So if I was a tiger, it'd be insane. I think I'd enjoy it. And that was a weird thing to say. Olivia from Turtle Creek. I've never heard of Turtle Creek, but it sounds like a mystical place. I think I'd like to visit Turtle Creek. She asked me, what new country do you hope to visit and tour with Sorry I'm Late? Well, there's lots of countries that I haven't been to yet, and I would definitely like to go. I think the list is way too long for me to rattle them off, but I definitely will be travelling a lot more, and hopefully visiting all those places, so yeah. Okay, Pauline from Russia asked me, what's your guilty pleasure? I think some of my fans know this, but I like to knit, and I knit quite a lot every day. It's become sort of like a little routine of mine, because I feel like my career has no certain structure. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing day to day. So it's important for me to find something that I can do every day, just for that routine. And I found my great-grandmother's knitting needles, and I'm going to keep them forever, and that's what I use. And I'm really happy with what I've done so far, and hopefully I can show everyone my creations so far. Okay, Ryan from the UK asked me, what's something that can make you happy if you're feeling sad? I think lots of things can make you happy when you're feeling sad. It doesn't need to be an object or somebody, it can be within yourself. I think if you can have a conversation with yourself, you can make yourself happy again. You really can. I've done it. It's possible. But you know what I found is that it takes a lot more energy to be sad than it does to be happy. Definitely. Okay, Fatima from Dubai asked me, is there anything you miss about being a teenager? There is lots of things that I miss about being a teenager. I definitely took the whole period of being in school for granted. I feel like I could have caused a little bit more mischief without crossing the line. I think I had a little bit more in me. I had a lot of fun when I was in school, and I miss not having any responsibilities. It's great to not have any responsibilities. So to any of my fans that are still in school, make the most of it. Have fun, go out with your friends and experience new things. Soon you're going to have to grow up. No one wants to grow up. I definitely didn't want to. A little bit, but not too much. I'm still kind of immature. Okay, Maggie from El Paso asked me, would you ever dye your hair purple? I might have dyed it purple before, like a dark purple. I seem to change my hair nearly every month, so possibly could be purple. I can never really make my mind up, and I'll probably only have it for 2 days and then get rid of it again. Ever changing. Alright, that's it from me. Thank you so much for sending in your questions, and once again a massive thank you to you, Romeo. Bye!